Box Podcast. Fun Box Podcast. Fun Box Podcast. Fun Box Podcast. It's the Fun Box Podcast and stuff.
Yo, what's up, everybody? You're watching the Fun Box Podcast, the Fun Box Unlimited, aka the Fun Box. I'm sitting here with Sean Facemeyer, aka Face. What's going on, dude?
What's up, man? Nice to see you.
Yeah, thanks for coming over, man. We got Sean Facemeyer. He is a musician, plays locally. He plays Face and Bun is the name of their duo. Sean Facemeyer and Bobby Bunn, they're a guitar duo performing 90s hits, originals, and more. You can see him on Face and Bun on Instagram and Face and Bun on Facebook. Check it out. Nice card. We started this earlier, and then we're kind of covering the same things. I want to talk about the cassette world that a lot of people, that the new millennials don't know about. And
mixtapes, yes.
Yeah. Can I tell you the story one more time?
Yes.
All right. My mom had a cassette tape, and it was a quitting smoking program that she got online. Or not online, gosh, it was the freaking 90s, so she got it on Infomercial land, you know, those things you watch late at night? They sell swords and, like, fancy things that spin around and sparkle in the light. Well, this one also, I don't think it was one of those, but it was one of those infomercials that promoted quitting smoking, and what it would be, it was a tape you put in that played gnarly, disgusting noises like, and it was supposed to make you feel uncomfortable while you smoked your cigarette. So whenever you smoked a cigarette after that, like throughout the day or whatever at work, it was supposed to make you feel uncomfortable, and it sold my mom. Anyway, my mom had these tapes, and I had that tape. I recorded over it with God knows what. Probably a radio show thing that I was trying to pretend that I was doing.
I used to do that too, though. Like, I'd be like, this is MC Hammer, and I'd like put on MC Hammer or like Public Enemy.
Oh, yeah.
You know.
I'd record the radio. I think I did one radio show. It was Roy Orbison. I'm like, I didn't even care about Roy Orbison at the time. It was just a song. And that song was by an old guy. But yeah, that's a cool business card you got going on. I remember, and how you record over it. You put the little piece of paper in that little hole in the top of the cassette, and you record right over your mom's stuff.
Yeah, thanks. Yeah, I found a stock photo of a cassette, and then I threw some neon stuff over it, and, you know, we threw a label on it, you know, kind of like how we would do. I should have really stuffed the tape or the paper in the top of it and kind of showed it on there. You know, that'd be sweet.
Right? Yep. Totally reusable tape over and over again. And you take one of these and you stick it inside to rewind it or whatever. Oh, yeah, man.
Yeah.
Analog.
I still got at least, I don't know, like 24 cassettes, like in this little, like, zippy Velcro thing that, you know, it's in a closet somewhere, I know.
Right. There was a cool little thing you could do also if you had like one of those radios where you could record on both decks. You could do like loop beats. You could go boom, boom, boom. Well, you could just like do over tracking, you know, pretty much. You know, you could just do multi-tracking on the cassette and like do harmonies. I got the idea from an old making of Lady and the Tramp, the woman that did the "We Are Siamese, if you please." That was all her, and she just, back in like the 50s or whenever that movie came out, she was explaining how she recorded it, and that's exactly what she did. She just recorded along with her and played it back into the microphone while she sang along with it. So you had the two cats singing, yeah.
They used that technology later too. Like, I had one of them little like Tascam or Fostex 4 tracks. You know, you use the cassette tape. It would use both sides of the cassette tape to record.
Oh, wow.
So, like, you get, like, you know, 2 tracks on one side and 2 tracks on the other side. And if you flipped it around, it would be like a slower version played backwards, you know.
I remember when I would record, you could slowly hit the pause button, like barely touch it, and it would speed up the track. So when you heard it back, it'd go, and I'll do all these demonic, satanic messages to my brother. I'd be like, oh, listen to this.
That's awesome.
Yeah, and then we were talking about the cassette tape. I had Bone. I had Keep Creeping on a Come Up by Bone. And there were some tracks on that creeped me out. There's like that backwards talking, like.
Oh, I remember that. Yeah, that was.
We're back. Let's walk through the door backwards, my folks, and play with the Ouija board. I'm like, oh my God. Couldn't let my mom listen to that one.
Oh no. I was a little edited at times too. I turned to R&B more, sometimes because I couldn't really listen to so much rap,
Yeah, Boyz II Men was the first secular group I could listen to, like I was allowed to listen to. But even then, like my mom, she was all about the Boyz II Men, like they had great voices, sang harmony.
That first album was so awesome.
Yeah, it was. But the thing is, I was like, well, I'm probably going to like the Christmas album. So she got the Christmas album for the family, and like one of the songs are just like so sexy. Like, oh yeah, baby, get by the fireplace.
Yeah.
Let it snow,
Yeah,
baby.
let it snow.
Yeah. And it was just way too sexy for the family. Like at some point, it's like, all right, back to Tony Bennett.
It was, and they actually used "Let It Snow" on TV. I think on like the Fresh
Yeah, that
Prince
was
or
not so
something.
bad, but some of the other songs are just like, yeah, baby,
The
get
music
close.
videos, yeah.
And it's like that, that groove, that just
Baby,
super
I'm
sexy.
sorry.
Yeah. Just listen to me while I
All these
talk real
times.
close to you while it's snowing outside. I need to get you under the Christmas tree and insert metaphor for sex.
Right.
And I'm like, I like it, Mom. Like, let's listen to Frank Sinatra instead, okay? That's all right.
Right.
But yeah, that's what got me into all that too. All those standards, all those singing classics, was the Christmas music, like the Tony Bennett, the Bobby Darin or whatever, Sinatra, Dean Martin.
I always liked the Blue Christmas by Elvis. I never was a big on Elvis, but that's probably like one of my favorite
and him,
Elvis
too.
tunes. I don't know. Like I know he didn't really write as far as a songwriter with the words. I don't think he wrote his stuff. Like
Elvis?
from what I've heard, yeah. So that's why it's harder to get behind him than a lot of people.
Oh yeah, I mean,
Like Pop and.
there's a lot of unsung heroes back in the day.
Oh yeah.
Especially old South, like old black folks, dirty Delta guys that didn't get a chance. Well, I say dirty loosely. I just say that because the songs were grimy, and grimy blues, But yeah, a lot of them wrote a lot of the Stones tunes back when they started out. Elvis Presley.
Oh yeah.
Got it big, he's a face for the masses of the time,
Right.
He looked good. Did you know Elvis was actually a blonde?
Really?
Yeah, he
I
dyed
didn't
his
know that.
hair. Yeah,
Dyed his hair black.
dyed his
That's
hair
interesting.
black because it was more in. Because he was blue-eyed black-haired dude.
Right.
He was an attractive man. He was an attractive fella, very handsome devil.
The stereotype 50s dude was always like some like freckly like blonde kid though, like a red-headed kid, so like he wanted to be, the dark sexy man, I guess in a way.
Yeah, Chuck Berry would wave his hair back, and his posters didn't really portray, his skin tone too well back then, and he would go to clubs. Well, from what I hear, some clubs he would go to didn't know he was a black man. And because he just had this vibe, and he just sounded like a rock and roll guy, rockabilly dude. And it was kind of like, oh man, our clientele might not expect this, but I'm gonna play a show, skitty scat scoop, baby. Get used to it, daddy-o. But I heard a story that he played a New Year's gig. Chuck Berry played a New Year's gig in Mississippi back in the day. And it was time for him to wrap it up. and he had already did his time, and the club owner pulled a shotgun out, pointed it at him, and told him to keep playing. He's like, all right,
my God.
looks like I'm going to have to keep playing. I think he was on Johnny Carson
Maybe he
talking about that.
Took a long break or something. You know?
Yeah, geez, man. Oh, man. To be a minority back in those days, I asked the dude I work with, I was like, hey, if you had a time machine, where would you go, man? I think I'd go back into the 50s. What do you think? He's like, it wasn't good for my people. And I was like, oh, yeah, I didn't think about that. I was like, what do you mean? You didn't want your own water fountain?
You know,
Would have been great, right?
Right. I mean, I don't like the ideas of the 50s like that, but everything else.
Everything else, man.
They
hyped
it up to make it seem so perfect back then.
I know.
And, you know.
The cars, the people were, it was booming economy at the time.
The music was great, though. Yeah, you have to.
And the music, oh yeah, man, it was good stuff. But yeah, you had a show with Scavenger X. Did we cover this on this time around?
Not on this one, no.
This time around, you had a show. Scavenger X used to be H2.
Yes, sir. Yeah. We started as H2 in 1997. And we had one guy leave. He went and did some college stuff, like out in like Ohio State, Dayton. No, he's out in Ohio State. So we formed Scavenger X. So we got a new lead guitar player, and we've been through, probably like 2 lead guys, and now we got Bobby on the team with us too.
Awesome.
So he's our lead guy now.
Bobby Bunn, yeah, you're playing with him. Like I said, yeah, he's a Bunn, man. They got the music going through their veins. You and him doing Face and Bunn. You have a show or you're going to do a show at Bulldog Pub and Grill.
Yeah.
Starting November 14th, Thursdays.
Yeah, like every other Thursday, it's going to be me and another lady alternating.
Bulldog Pub and Grill, where is that at?
That's out in LaGrange.
LaGrange, okay. Bulldog Pub and Grill. Oh, no, you have a show with Face and Bun at Wayside Inn, Saturday, November 16th.
Yes, sir, yeah.
All right.
That's going to be awesome as well. I kind of want to backtrack for a second.
Yeah, go ahead.
Because this Bulldog place, it's like their menu is so authentic, and they sell like British, English dishes, and I might eventually my whole set's gonna be like British artists probably, so
okay.
Half of them will be for now, but then I'm gonna switch over. I just wanted to add that in.
Oh, that's cool. Well, you do a lot. I know you do a lot of 90s, like you said. I love the choice of songs, because you always end up playing a song I haven't heard in so long or knew about that I love, that I'm like, oh, I totally forgot about that one.
I try to pick some obscure stuff, not I
Not Matchbox 20 all the time.
Right, yeah, I like hits, but I like to stay away from pick more obscure, like deeper cuts or B-sides sometimes.
Yeah. I'll do that when I'm DJing in the beginning of the night. I'll play some Space Hog in the meantime. That's a good song. So You Oughta Know by Alanis Morissette is always a good jam to play.
Hell yeah.
You're hosting an unfiltered acoustic jam night and an open mic night at Bascule Brewery.
Yeah, definitely check that out. That place is awesome.
Yeah.
I had so much entertainment, so many different genres come through. Basically, I was approached, they were looking to start doing entertainment, so, I said, what do you have in mind? And they want to do open mic, and they're looking at the people that play at the open mic too, and, you could probably get gigs from this, if you play, you can probably, get gigs from playing there, from doing an open mic, and it gives them an idea what's around them to choose from. And
right. Nice. Eventually I'll play something on this show. Who knows? Maybe I'll get a gig or something.
Hey,
no, this is mostly just to reconnect with a lot of the people that I've played with and, been around in the music world around this area. This is actually, I've been saying this every episode, it's therapy for me to talk to people and kind of just get give back, I guess, to people, in a weird way, and using you for views too as well. So that's what's going on here.
Yeah.
This is
No, it's fun. I love it.
my own personal
Sweet.
therapy. You guys listening to me try to talk to people and not be awkward,
Right.
dude. You know how they have the phrase incels? Have you heard of them? What an incel is?
I have not. No.
Incels are men that want to have a girlfriend and be intimate with another woman, but can't. Like they don't necessarily. They're not abstinent. They're unwillingly abstinent, actually, and they just can't get laid. And they're called incels. They want to, but they just can't. And they essentially end up hating women or of some sort. I never hated women, but back in high school, they didn't have that word for me. I was just a loser, or just a guy that couldn't get laid, or whatever you call it, or just I was a quiet guy. I wouldn't have used the word incel anyway.
Outcast guys.
I would have rather have been a loser. There's like a weird scientific word for everything nowadays. But yeah, this is pretty much me combating, even though I'm happily in a relationship with a woman right now. This is just being able to talk and communicate with people, and just therapy for that,
Yeah, for sure.
breaking that barrier, or just seeing where this podcast or YouTube channel takes me in some aspect of my life. Who knows what's going to happen? But I got cool artists here. Sean's going to play a song later on here in momentarily. We try to run through this pretty quick since my upload speed is awful.
Oh, jeez.
So it's like an hour every 5 minutes. But hosting Outfielder Basketball. Okay, the Bascule Brewery is in Lorraine, and you're doing it Tuesdays, November 26th, from 6:30 to 10:30. You're starting on the 26th.
Yeah, this will be the second one actually. So I did one just like the last week to October here. It was really cool. No way, I'm sorry. Let's see, the week before last in October. But I'm trying to do them there once a month, and as far as I know, I'm gonna be doing those once a month there.
Awesome.
Yeah, it went really well last time.
Hell yeah. Getting pretty active nowadays.
Yeah.
Well, you've been kind of active, and especially in the past 5 years or so.
Yeah, more so than before, because I just I got tired of not doing anything, kind of.
Yeah.
Everyone gets busy, and I was just like, I got to do something. I feel like doing something.
Yeah, definitely. This is what this is too. It gives me a chance to talk to friends that otherwise wouldn't get to talk to, because if I'm not playing, you're playing, and if you're playing, or if you're not playing, I'm playing, or something, and a lot of my associates I don't get to hang out with, so this is an excuse to hang out.
Right? Hell yeah.
But yeah, it's once a month at the Bascule Brewery. He's going to do some open mics there Tuesdays, November 26th, 6:30 to 10:30, once a month. Sandusky Farmers Market, you're going to play there starting in spring, and you just kind of settled down from that since winter's about to hit. But you're starting it back up in spring at the Sandusky Farmers Market.
Yeah, I've been going out there like probably every other week, and just playing and hanging out, and
it's an interesting place to play.
It was awesome. Like they got really good food, and just some of the vendors there, the stuff they sell is amazing.
Farmers Market smells so good. Oh my God. Like the bakeries that they got and whatever they're cooking or whatever they got going on.
They had like hamburgers and hot dogs, a guy in a stand last time.
Oh, wow.
That was great. But yeah, that was awesome. They did like a trick or treat thing. So dress up the last one for trick or treat, and I was a pirate.
Cool. Yeah, man. I don't know if you tried the single barrel barrel proof yet.
I have not. I
bought
awesome.
it.
It's good.
I bought it to celebrate the first episode of the official with Mike Neff. Did you watch it? I don't know.
Yeah, I saw that one. Yeah, that was good.
But yeah, it's I still have it, and it's good. It's right now I put it into this cool decanter Maggie got me,
That's sweet.
and this is I don't know how to feel. I'm like Maggie, if I ever get too tipsy on you, it's because you're an enabler. She gets me this cool decanter with my name on it,
Oh,
and on the back it says, "It feels so good to know you're mine. I love you." And those are Deftones lyrics. We're huge Deftones freaks.
oh, that's sweet. So that was like she got it kind of etched in there.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. And I'm like, all right, there you go. It's this big hunk of glass. It just gives it more importance, so you don't over pour.
Right.
Don't want to over pour that. It's like 126 proof whiskey
yeah,
here.
For sure.
But yeah, man. So yeah, man. Dude, H2, I remember that. Remember the flying machine days?
Oh my God, I remember Mitch and the flying machine. Yeah.
Yeah, rest in peace.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, dude.
That's where I cut my teeth at. Was
Yeah,
the
me
flying
too.
Machine.
Me
You
too.
as well.
Yep. Cut my teeth at the flying machine in Lorraine. All I know is there's a trailer park there now. I think it was blocking the entrance. This is from what I hear. I've never been down. It's off of Broadway on St. Josephine Street, right?
Yeah, like they had.
I saw my first concert was there. As far as just not playing, but I saw Mushroom Head there when I was 16, and they threw it down.
Oh yeah,
They threw it down. There's like hot chicks with X's on their nipples.
yeah. Back at that time, they were like at the top of like the Ohio scene.
Yeah, they were.
Yeah.
And they're doing these little clubs like that, and then my band played there, and you guys H2. I know you guys were every now and then you'd put in a little Sublime cover. I remember that. It was a good time. I'm glad we had that.
Oh, that was awesome.
Dude, I don't know what kids got nowadays. They got bars and stuff they could play at. Like Old Prague's a really cool stage to play on, but as far as like those dark room, underground, big sound system where it's just cranked to the max,
All right.
where you're like your guitar player is like all the way up, and you're like, I need more guitar on my monitors, and you're playing like crazy aggressive heavy metal or something, Like I remember like so many shows where it's just like I'd come home and I'm still like this because of all the bands.
I loved that place because I always felt like they were, I never felt like I was out of my niche there, no matter what we played. Like,
Yeah.
I felt comfortable there. A lot of times you gotta watch out. You don't want to be playing a bunch of mellow stuff like with a bunch of metal bands. Most of the time anyway,
Right.
or whatever.
Yeah, we there's a lot of metal, man. A lot of metal being played in that place, dude. I remember this band Puppet would play there all the time, and they were just so brutal. Like,
Mitch asked us to open for Crypt Kicker one time. I could've swore.
Crypt Kicker.
I'm serious. Like way back in the day, and I'm like, no, I'm sorry. Like I mean, they were well known. It's a good opportunity, but I'm like, we just don't fit that bill.
Like, are you
We just
joking?
we don't. I'm gonna be honest with you.
you would fit that bill if like right before you played, everybody in the band like busted out lines of cocaine. And like punched each other in the face, and then you played whatever. You could play whatever you want after that,
Right?
and then we're like, all right, there you go. Now Crypt Kicker's up next.
Yeah, back then that wouldn't have been good because we were like more like reggae ska, like punk stuff,
Still.
And now we play like some heavier metal, like Judas Priest and stuff, but still not like that heavy. Still, So.
Oh man, that's funny, dude. Oh man, I miss that place so much, dude. I remember when bands would play. We're talking about the Flying Machine in Lorain, Ohio, and it was very unique and very unique experience for young people and bands, and it just was a time where people my age now trying to figure out a way to rent out a space and give people a place to play at. That was a really awesome time.
Yeah, it was.
And not because it wasn't just that place. There was the Spot, there was the Red Parrot, and then
I never got to play at the Red Parrot. We had a flyer for a show there, and we had to cancel like the only show there before. And then Mitch passed, and then we just never played there at all. I mean, there was always the clubs in Lakewood, and a lot of the different places in Lakewood and Cleveland are very particular on who plays. The clubs in Lorraine and Elyria did not care. Yeah,
they did not care. If you had a guitar, that's all they cared about. That was really cool. Taking risks, I don't know what
that was cool about them. Yeah.
Yeah, I know. Just like make loud noises. All you got to do is sell some tickets. But it was what was
man, the days of selling tickets.
Oh yeah, what was it? It still goes on, but in a different way.
Right.
It's I don't know. It just seems different nowadays. There was another place. It was the Jamie's Flea Market.
Yeah, I remember
we
that,
did that
back
too.
in like early 2000s, like 2000.
There's nothing like heavy metal in a giant tin building. Awesome. Like no buffers on the side, no sound buffering or nothing. It's just like just reverb central.
Oh my God, that was pretty crazy. Yeah.
Those are good times, dude.
It's like Fallen. Was it like Fallen Idols and
Fallen Idols?
H2,
Strain Theory,
Odd Side.
And there were some other guys. Those are the key groups that I remember.
Yeah, that was pretty cool. I remember playing there a couple times.
I remember seeing a show up at the Haunted Schoolhouse, and I remember that was the last time they did it because a fight broke out between one of the band members and like somebody else in the crowd.
Oh man.
And it was like this rockabilly dude. I think it was Johnny Psycho and the Switchblade Rockers. The lead singer got in a fight with somebody.
Oh, I remember. Yeah.
Yeah, they were really good too. Like a rockabilly band.
Yeah, I love rockabilly.
I think Johnny Psycho. I think that's what they're called. I don't know. I could be wrong. In the comment section, correct me.
The second half definitely sounds right.
Right.
It was a little while ago.
Yeah.
I can remember stuff that happened like 20 years ago, but I can't remember stuff that happened.
Dude,
like 5 years
my
ago
younger
or
brother
yesterday.
remembers things more than I do, and I think it's because I just drank way too much single barrel. Partied. I did a little my share party in my day. Smoking out of tin cans. Remember all those myths? It's like smoking out of tin cans will give you like, well, you'll be like lockjaw, or like, it gives you like strokes or causes you to be like sterile or something. I don't even know.
I heard that smoking out of tin foil will give you Alzheimer's.
Yeah, Alzheimer's or something. Yeah. Mountain Dew will make you sterile. That's what I heard.
Yeah, it's ball shrinker, yes.
Oh, man. But yeah, all right.
It's the Yellow 5, that's what it is.
The Yellow 5 will shrink your balls, guys. But that's cool, man. There's a lot of stuff we could go over. Once again, I'm going to go over these things. Sean Facemeyer, a.k.a. Face, Sean and Bun. You see him on Facebook. He's going to play. He has a show at Bulldogs Pub and Grill starting November 14th, Thursdays. Show with Face and Bun at Wayside Inn, Saturday, November 16th. Hosting Unfiltered Acoustic Jam Night and Open Mic Night at Bascule Brewery in Lorraine, Tuesdays, November 26th, 6:30 to 10:30, once a month.
Oh, yeah.
And next spring, you could catch them at the Sandusky Farmers Market every now and then.
Oh, yeah.
And you could just look them up. But you want to play a tune?
Yeah, definitely, man.
What were you going to say? You want to?
There'll be more stuff going on, but that's kind of like the static stuff I have going on right now. I guess it happens every, 2 weeks a month.
All right, cool.
So.
All right, well, whenever you're ready, I'm going to cue up this. And,
am I doing an original or a cover or what?
anything you want, man.
All right. I think I'm going to do an original. All right. Check a 1, 2. 1, 2, 3.
All right. Sean Facemeyer, everybody.
All right. This song is called Something. was driving down the road today. We're gonna have some fun today my way. I just came from the bank. Today is payday. But then my car, it broke down. My wheel rolled off onto the ground. And I got some exercise, better than being a straight. So I went for a walk back home. Town is congested everywhere that I roam. The sun is beating down as I walk through the work so hard. But now it starts to sink in. I'm glad I'm not where I began. And I'm glad I took a walk, because I needed a tan. When you're feeling like you've seen so many better days, when you're feeling like you're seeing all the good be outweighed, this is what I say. If it's not something, it's always that one thing. Put things back in balance like a yank to my heel. But I say to myself, it's better than nothing. Take all the good times with all the bad. It's all good now, but you know what you have. And I say to myself, it's better than nothing. This day isn't going nowhere at all. When I think it's picking up, that's when it will fall. But tomorrow will be better, and the day after that, I will take it all in stride till the day that I die. I will see better days. It's just a race of the rats. If it's not something, it's always that one thing. Put things back in balance like a yank to my ear. But I say to myself, hey, it's better than nothing. Take all the good times with all the bad. If it's all good now, you know what you have. And I say to myself, hey, it's better than nothing. Hey, when you're at your lowest, shit can only get better. Anything can balance out, better late than never. If it's not something, it's always that one thing. Put things back in balance like a yank to my yin. But I say to myself, hey, it's better than nothing. Take all the good times with all the bad. If it's all good now, you know what you have. And I say to myself, it's better than nothing.
awesome, dude. Sounded great. Thank you so much, Sean.
Thanks for having me, man. Appreciate it.
Anytime, man. Oh, man. We got to do this again sometime.
Yeah, for sure.
This is episode 4 in the bank. Sean Facemeyer, everybody. Face a Bun. You know where to look him up. Facebook, guys. Take her easy. Peace.
Take care.
We outta here. Some outro music. I never have it ready. Oh, to play us out, we got some Truth Monster.